this is doing any good, Max. I mean, no matter how much we learn about this stuff, it's not going to help. Whatever's controlling the stone's movement is way beyond our understanding.
With this, as with all other things, knowledge is your best companion.
Yeah, I know that, but instead of burying our heads inside these books, we need to take some action here.
Alex, we need to know what we're doing in there. You know, the answer isn't going to come knocking at the door.
Well, I'll get rid of whoever this is, and we'll continue this discussion.
Professor Asher.
Yes, but I'm in the middle of something right now.
I promise I won't take much of your time. Actually, I'm looking for something that you might be able to help me with.
What would that be?
The very thing that you're looking for, Professor Asher. The Gorgas Stone.
Have a seat. I'm afraid you have us at a slight disadvantage, Mr.
Tong. Si Tong. I represent the Republic of China's Antiquities Commission.
Oh. Well, I'd like to help you, but I'm sorry, I don't know anything about this stone you mentioned.
I do not want to call your honesty into question, Professor. But I've already learned that you've been making discreet inquiries about the stone throughout the archaeological community.
Okay. Supposing I did ask a few questions about some mythical artifact. What's that got to do with your government?
You know as well as I that the Gorgas Stone is no myth.
And how would I know that?
Because it was discovered inside the Zhang-O by your colleague, Professor Bellows. I believe it to be linked to his disappearance.
So you think he's a thief? Just like everyone else?
On the contrary, I do not believe Professor Bellows was a thief. I believe he meddled with something that mankind was not meant to touch. And you are?
Alex Bellows.
And you must be his sister, Cleopatra.
Cleo.
As I say, others may have their opinion about what happened to your father. But there are things I know about the stone and what it really is. And I know what could have happened to someone who crossed his path. I would like not only to find the Gorgas Stone, I would like very much to help retrieve your father.
Mr. Chung, I'm afraid that you're barking up the wrong tree.
Here is where you can reach me. Think about what I've said. I know many things about the stone. And I know I can help. I'll let myself out. Good day.
What was that about?
He knows about the Gorgas Stone. Maybe he could help us find Dad.
Maybe. Or maybe he wants the stone for his own purposes.
Max.
Look, I've told you before. There are many people in the world that do anything to get their hands on that stone. We know virtually nothing about the stone, or the potential of the power it would give to someone.
Yeah, but this guy Chung knows something about it, and he's offering to tell us.
Chung walks in here, out of the blue, and you're risking your father's life on trusting him?
Max, we hear what you're saying, but we're not getting anywhere by ourselves. I mean, we have to trust somebody.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll make inquiries with some of my friends in Chinese antiquities. If he checks out, we'll talk to him again. Fair enough?
Okay. Hey, Mom.
Hello, Mother.
By yourself.
So what's up?
Just going through the mail. How does one family get so much junk mail in one day? Never mind the bills.
What is it?
It's from the high school. It's Alex's report card. Not another step. What happened here? You've got a 50 in physics. I thought you were going to put your mind to this.
I did.
Really? Well, let's just look at some of the comments, shall we? Working below potential. More effort required. Can do better.
Well, Mom, have you ever thought that maybe I can't do any better?
Oh, come on, Alex. Let's not play that game. We both know you can do better.
No, honestly, Mom, I mean, when's the last time you used physics?
Well, she's not trying to get into college.
Stay out of it.
What do you expect? Can't stop her from worrying about you.
I'm trying, Chloe. I've never had Miss Willis. Her physics class makes waiting for a bus look exciting.
Sometimes it's not only the teacher's fault.
No, it's definitely not my fault.
What are you doing?
We're getting ready to jump in. At least one of us has to make the move. I can't believe that Max had the opportunity to get that information from Chung and he just passed it up.
Well, he knows what he's doing. He just wants more information.
Right. Cleo, we've been searching for Dad long before we told Max anything. We're the ones that should be making the decisions.
And then not finding anything. He said he'd ask around.
I just think that you and Max are being a little too cautious, that's all.
Alex, you know that Max would never pass up a chance to get Dad back. Look, let's see if the tracking program has calculated the next jump for the Gorbo stone. Enter Rotunda. Engage tracking program. Track stone in display.
Okay, well, there's the target for tonight. Bring it up. Please. Okay, Toltec room, ancient Mexico, and this artifact is from the myth of Quetzalcoatl?
According to some accounts, Quetzalcoatl was a god king. He tried to bring his people out of the tradition of human sacrifices.
Well, it's never been a bad idea. I'm going in.
Oh, bad news. Tracking program says that there's only a 65% chance that the Gorba stone is there.
Yeah, well, 65% is better than a shot in the dark, right? Wish me luck. Okay, looks like I'm the guest of honor.
Well, don't stuff yourself with too much guacamole. I'm gonna go on the net and see what I can find up on this myth.
Showtime.
By the way, what's with the blue paint?
It's festive, I guess.
On Mars, maybe.
Tunak, you are the favored son of our people. Bravest of the bravest. Best of the best.
Alex, don't call attention to yourself, but turn around and get out of there as quickly as you can.
Today, we are Toltec once more. The ancient holy ways of our people rule.
Alex, listen to me. Do you remember I said this culture believes in blood sacrifices? Well, according to this, they painted their victims blue before killing them.
Tunak, today you will take homage to the gods in the world beyond the world.
Hey, I know you think I'm brave and everything, but,
Go in glory, Tunak. Enough!
What you attempt is the affront to the very gods you claim to worship.
Alex, that's Quetzalcoatl.
just in time.
The sacrifice of the flowery death is the way of the Toltec. His beating heart is a bloom that makes our peace with the gods.
The gods have no interest in this boy's blood.
The reason we have no rain is because you have failed to give the gods their due. You have made them angry with the chosen people.
Angry? No. The gods inspired me to lead these people out of the Teotihuacan, to escape from all of this.
Our tradition tells that they thirst for blood. In return, they give us corn and health. If you don't have the strength to appease them, I promise you, I do.
Alex!
I said enough.
It is not enough. Will it be enough when our crops are destroyed and the people starving? Do you want to be responsible for what will happen? Is that what the people want?
No. That's not what the people want.
Let the boy speak. Don't be afraid, boy. Speak. Tell us your thoughts.
Well, nobody wants to die. The gods don't want human sacrifice. They just want the love and respect from the people.
Even the boy knows the truth. The God's message is clear. He rejects the sacrifice of the flowery death.
It is not the sacrifice they reject. It's the one chosen. Next time.
There will not be a next time, Tecatlipoca. He said, your name is Shunak.
I guess.
You are a sign. We shall leave the old ways behind and rejoin new ways of worship. Come.
King's a fool. We haven't had rain for 6 weeks, and he's ruined our best chance of appeasing the gods.
And possibly our last chance. With that whelp Chunak siding with him and giving his ideas credence, these sacrifices might never resume.
But surely the people will follow us.
The people don't want to see their children killed. We have to be the strong ones. We are the ones who understand what is right for the good of the people. One child must die for all the other children.
Well, what do you suggest we do?
It's time for this to come to an end. Quetzalcoatl's mind has become confused with age.
The old man will not go without a fight.
He'll go all the same. And Chunak will die just as the gods have demanded.
Oh, hello. Could I speak to Lu Wai Lun, please? Tell him that Max Ash is calling. Lou!
It's Max Asher.
Yes, I know. It's nice to hear yours, too. Look, I've got a problem I need some help with. I got a visit from someone from the Chinese Antiquities Commission. Said he's looking into what happened to that statue that visited our university. Chang'o. Yes, right. He believes there's something inside the statue. Daddy wants my help in tracking it down. Well, what I wanted to ask you is, if he's on the up and up. Chung. Say Chung. It says here that he's a senior investigator with the commission. You sure about that? Nobody by that name with the commission? No, it's fine, Lee. Thanks.
Oh, man. You believe this place? Quetzalcoatl designed it himself. You should see the room they gave me, Chloe. It's like the size of our house. It's got this stone tub with running hot water.
Hey, Mr. Better Homes and Gardens. Don't forget you're still supposed to be looking for the Gorgo Stone.
Maybe I'll find it in my hot tub.
Alex.
Just joking. Don't worry, I got my eyes peeled.
Communing with the gods, Shunak.
Well, trying to. Not getting very much of a response, though.
Often that's the way it goes with the gods. If they would only let us know their wishes in the first place, our people never would have started the flowery death sacrifices.
Tell me about it. I mean, they wanted to kill me to make rain.
Without rain, the corn will not grow, and the people will all die. They would gladly sacrifice you, your family, everyone you know and care about in order to make the heavens open.
You see what I'm up against? And Said is one who is loyal to me.
So why don't you agree with the sacrifices?
Sacrifice. Huh? Sacrifice is a holdover from past times. Think, what does God need with human pain and blood? My people must pay tribute to their gods in virtue and peace.
That's some pretty advanced thinking.
Thinking that endangers his reign and his very life.
Sahil is overprotective sometimes.
The danger is real.
Some, like Tecatlipoca, think my beliefs to be no more than the rambling of an old man. In their hunger and thirst, they feel the need for action. They want a warrior king, not a peacemaker.
I think the people will believe in you.
I wonder sometimes.
But the people have to be convinced. If they stay ignorant, Tezcatlipoca's, well, he'll play off of their superstitions.
You possess rare insights, Shunak. When the weight of the world is upon one's shoulders, it's good to know people like you are there to support me. Shunak, stay, and I will make you the first in my court of my advisors. Stay with me. I must go.
Hear that? He really cares about what I have to say. I mean, one day in town, and he wants me to be his chief advisor.
Well, listen up, Chief. I've been reading up on the Quetzalcoatl myth.
Oh, good. So what happens to Quetzalcoatl? He wins, right?
Well, that would be a definite yes and no reply. Quetzalcoatl sacrifices himself to stop the murder of the innocents. For his actions, he becomes a god himself, a giant winged and feathered serpent.
Okay, so what's the no part?
Well, despite being revered for his selfless actions, the human sacrifices continue for the next 300 years.
What? You mean after all he's done for these people?
Well, that's the way the myth goes, Alex. And I mean, right now you should be worrying about what's going to happen to you after Quetzalcoatl leaves.
Why? What does Chunak turn into?
Well, my guess is #1 on Tezcatlipoca's hit list.
Okay, point taken.
So concentrate on finding the stone or touching that charred medallion.
Yeah. Understood.
Alex, you have that look.
What look?
The look that says that you know what you have to do, but you're going to do something else.
Don't worry about it, Cleo. I know what I'm supposed to do. It's just a little bit of a waste, that's all.
Where are you going?
Going to find Quetzalcoatl. I don't have very much time left with this guy. Look, Cleo, we already know that the Gorgo stone shows up at some point in the center of the myth, right? Right now, that's Quetzalcoatl. Just doing my job.
The first thing to understand is that the universe and everything in it is energy. You and I are energy. This is why we must connect ourselves to that flow of energy and learn how to harness it. With tools like this, we can view the stars, the planets, and their orientation. It will help us push our understanding of the universe, push back the darkness, and connect us with the energy of the gods. And that will be the pinnacle of our achievement.
My king, our problems are here on Earth. What do we need to understand the stars for?
Well, everything. Right? I mean, mapping out a trip, planting, plotting time.
Exactly. Exactly. And as you can see, we must make our buildings to reflect these connections. This pyramid is oriented to mark the sun's solstices and equinoxes. Terraces are aligned so that the shadows will tell us when to plant corn. Observe. The 9 terraces are divided by the central staircase. 91 steps on each side, added to the shared common step on top, adds up to 365.
number of days in a year.
You have mastered my principles of science, yet you seem to understand without being taught. You have a natural aptitude.
Tell that to my physics teacher, Miss Willis.
Remember, if you search for the truth, there is nothing your mind cannot accomplish. I want you to have this, Shunak. It will help you make a connection to all the knowledge you seek.
This has never made sense to me before. Thank you.
Use it well.
What are you doing in my house?
You wouldn't come to me, so I had to come to you.
I asked around about you. There is no Tsai Chung with the Chinese Antiquities Commission.
A necessary prevarication. We both had good reason for not sharing the whole truth. I'm here to propose that we modify that approach.
I still don't see how I can help you.
Very well. It seems one of us has to trust the other first. I suggest we include our young friends in this conversation.
How do I even know you have anything to share?
We don't have time for games, Professor Asher. You know nothing of what you might have unleashed. But I promise you, I do.
Look, Augustine.
Look, Max, I know you said this was urgent, but I have something very important going on at home.
Your tone of voice makes it sound like a life or death affair.
It's just a history project, that's all.
What's the subject?
Toltec myths, Quetzalcoatl, you know, pyramids, human sacrifice.
Your brother has an interest in myths as well.
Guess it's a family trait.
Sure it is. More than anyone knows.
Max, what's going on?
Mr. Chung has decided to give us more information about who he is and what he's doing here. I thought it was important you heard it too.
I'm a member of an ancient order. The Guardians.
Guardians of what?
Thousands of years ago, we were entrusted with the responsibility to guard a very special and very dangerous artifact, the Gorgos stone. Our job was to make sure that the evil of Gorgos was never loose on the world again. A job we did for generation upon generation until...
Until what?
Until the year 1290. The Western adventurer Marco Polo had heard of the stone.
Marco Polo. He's more a myth than a man himself.
Polo couldn't buy the stone, so he arranged for it to be stolen. The thieves performed the crime with great skill. But before they could deliver the prize, the star was on their trail. The thieves hid the Gorgos stone and scattered to the winds.
Well, did any of them go back for it?
Before they could retrieve the prize, all the thieves were found dead.
Your people killed them all?
To protect the stone, our people have committed murder, and worse. We'd never have killed the only ones who could show us how to retrieve the stone. Part of the stone's greatest curse is the evil it inspires people to do to get their hands on it. Now, I've got a question for you. Has that person unleashed Gorgos upon the world again? And will you help me attempt to put him back?
Alex, something big came up.
Have you been listening to Quetzalcoatl? Cleo, this guy is amazing. He created a form of math that applies to modern math. I mean, the writings, the architecture, the pyramids. I mean, this place is like a computer you can calculate.
No, I'm talking about in the real world.
What do you mean?
Do you remember that guy Chung? Well, it turns out he's part of a secret society that was created to protect the Gorgo stone.
What?
I know, and he wants to help us get the stone back. Max is thinking of showing him the Cyber Museum.
Does he know how to find Dad?
Well, he says he does, and he seems to know a lot about Gorgos and the stone.
I don't know about this, Chloe.
Well, you said so yourself. We need to trust somebody. We need help.
We need a word with you, Tunak.
Alex, get out of there.
I warn you, Tunak. The gods will not be denied.
So it has come to this. You give chase to my friends in my own palace, Quetzalcoatl. You have turned into no more than a common butcher.
And you? What have you turned into? You say you are a man who honors the gods. They seem to have a different vision. They are disgraced by a king who isolates himself in a palace, reading, writing, brooding. They say you've lost the connection with the people you once had.
The voice of the gods sounds remarkably like your own.
You reject the gifts of the gods. You have taken no wife, you have no children. You never join the members of your court in music or dance. What do you think they see when they look at you?
I have a feeling you're about to tell me.
A tired, worried old man. One who speaks about the value of life, but doesn't have one himself. Is that what the gods want? Take a good look at yourself.
Hey.
No. Quetzalcoatl said what he had to say. Let him go.
Come on, listen to me. You're not going to listen to those meatheads, are you? I mean, think about everything you've done, Quetzalcoatl. Think about what you have to do.
Oh, I am, my friend. He's such comfort, Tunak. Come, sit with me.
What's a shame? For Quetzalcoatl to push one as loyal as you off to the side as he showed his favor to Tunak.
He hasn't pushed me anywhere.
No? Perhaps not. But a young man like you should be thinking about his future. Someone who's both been loyal to Quetzalcoatl and to his people would be much loved, much respected.
What are you talking about?
I listen to the gods Zahir, and it disturbs them to see our king so unsettled, walking the palace all night, breaking his mind with useless trivialities like writing, mathematics. And only you can save him. And in return, you will become first in his house again, and a hero to your people.
And how would I do this?
You would give him this tonic.
You want me to poison him?
No, this is no poison. All it will do is loosen him up a bit. It will take away his pain and fill him with life that he hasn't felt in years. It will allow him to listen to his heart. Tell him this, Zahir. He must listen to his heart and hear the gods. And you will regain your place with Quetzalcoatl and in the history of our people.
What are you doing?
Just doing a little reconnaissance of Tezcatlipoca's palace. I don't trust this guy.
Well, and forgive me for saying, but maybe it isn't the best idea that you go sneaking into his palace alone.
Yeah, but we have to find out what he's plotting against Quetzalcoatl, right?
Alex, Quetzalcoatl sacrifices himself. We know that. You know better than to try and change the myth. Alex?
I know. Just... Cleo, I've never met anybody like Quetzalcoatl before. You know I've never been really good at school. All my teachers trying to cram things down my throat, but... There's something about the way he teaches things. It's like he really cares about what I have to think. I guess I'm kind of inspired. I mean, I look at things differently now. Cleo, you've been listening to this guy. You know we're in the presence of somebody great here.
Okay, just make sure you don't change the myth. And try not to get yourself killed.
My king. My king. As usual, you work too hard. You make yourself sick.
I'll stop when my people are no longer in need, Sahil.
Your people don't need a dead king. At least take something to drink.
Do you ever think of death, Sahil?
Why do you talk of death?
We're all dying. Slowly, quickly, you, I, all of us. Some of us don't have a choice as to the time or nature of death. Some of us do, and accept it as part of their destiny.
My king, a simple drink won't kill you.
No, but it may put me at the path just the same. Give me a cup. You have always been very loyal to me, Sahil. Do you want me to drink this?
I do, my king. It will help relax you. Help you listen to your heart.
Perhaps, Sahil.
So how does it feel to be this close to the throne?
The throne is nothing. It always feels good to fulfill the wishes of gods.
By now, Sahil would have slipped him the tonic, and soon he will be out of our way, and the sacrifices will resume.
Let there be wine for us, and the gods will have their blood.
Where are you going?
What do you think? We gotta go find Quetzalcoatl.
You promised you wouldn't interfere.
I know, but there's so much more I need to learn from him.
What was that?
There's somebody in there.
Go look.
Quetzalcoatl.
No.
Is he with Sahil?
No, I don't know.
Alex, don't worry about him. Just find the medallion and get out.
I'm not walking out on Quetzalcoatl.
Alex.
Quetzalcoatl. You all right?
All right. I've been fantastic.
Quetzalcoatl has put something in your drink. It's changed you.
Of course it did. It made me see things clearly, like I have not in years. Maybe we can find you a friend.
No. What about your responsibilities and your teachings?
Oh, responsibilities are what made me dull in the first place.
No, stop. You have to snap out of it. Quetzalcoatl has tricked you, and he's going to use this to start up the sacrifices again.
Well, maybe we should bring the sacrifices back. party? I know I am. Oh, snap, come on! Oh, I'm getting bored. I need a new party. Ooh, there is one. Yeah.
Alex, let the myth take its course. You have to find a way to get out of there.
Cleo, I'm not doing anything until I know what happened to Quetzalcoatl. Hold on.
What happened?
I think the myth just moved forward. Quetzalcoatl. Are you okay? What happened?
Oh, don't even look at me. I have betrayed everything I believe in. I've done many shameful things. I can't bear to think of the things I've done last few weeks.
Weeks?
No.
We have moved. Where are you going?
To hide myself. I cannot face my people. I can't face myself.
Sahil, what happened to him?
He was under the influence of a tonic. He committed crimes against the gods and the people. He made a fool of himself. Tezcatlipoca used the opportunity to seize control, and it's all my fault. I was jealous of his respect for you as a student. I just wanted to make things like they were.
So there's nothing else you could have done. Listen, this is what we have to do. We have to get Quetzalcoatl back to the way he was and stop Tezcatlipoca before he starts to sacrifice again.
Too late, Tunak. They've already started. You should be proud. You're the next attraction.
Here, take this. Give it to Quetzalcoatl. Tell him what's going on. Listen. Tell him, remind him about the gods and the connection to the stars. Tell him to look beyond the mirror. It's up to you now!
Oh, great. Now it tells me.
What?
The tracking program just updated its probability numbers. Now the chances of Gorgo stone showing up in this myth is 0%.
Great. So there's gonna be a lot of sun medallions on the way to the altar. Let's go!
Just stay calm. We'll figure something out, okay? Get out of there now.
Tell that to these guys.
Relax, Tunak. Tonight you save your race. People of Tula! Tonight we resume the tradition that defines our people. Tonight we give the gods their due. We offer a blood sacrifice with the praying that inspires them to grant us rain and prosperity. Even Quetzalcoatl, your king, has realized the folly of fighting the gods' will. He has abandoned himself to pleasure, but his absence is a sign of his blessing. Was led into giving up my reason. And in doing so, I committed actions I am not proud of. But I am returned. And I still
stand in opposition of the flowery death.
Go back to your party, old man.
You want a sacrifice. You will not have the boy. Here is your sacrifice. One which will satisfy the gods forever. When he comes to you and says, die for the gods, you will know that I already died in your place. And let that be the end, the horror. Remember this, Tecatlipoca. Treat my people well, for I will return.
Their due.
You lost, Tezcatlipoca. You might kill me. But look at their faces. They know that Quetzalcoatl spoke the truth. You're king now. Remember, he said he'd be back. It's only a matter of time.
Don't speak to me of time. You have none.
Your hand.
I'm back.
That was too close. What is it?
I'm just thinking about Shunek. I guess we know what happened to him once I left.
What was gonna happen anyway? We just gave him a little more time.
And Quetzalcoatl, what happened to him?
Well, according to the myth, his sacrifice turned him into a god. He took his place in the heavens, and we see him as the Pleiades cluster. It's the brightest in the night sky.
I'm sure he would have liked that. You know what, Chloe? I think it's about time we dug up Dad's old telescope. Man. There's so much more I need to learn. So, my sister tells me that you know a lot about the Gorgo stone. That doesn't really help us with finding our father.
To find your father, you must find the stone. Finding the stone is also my goal. The first thing you will learn is that to find the stone, you must use the stone.
What is that?
Inside the amulet is a tiny chip of the Gorgo stone, broken off a millennium ago for just this eventuality. When placed in proximity to the rest of the stone, it is drawn inexorably to it.
Like a magnet?
Yeah, quite.
But if you've had that, why is it taking you so long to locate the stone?
Proximity to the stone is the issue. The closer one gets, the stronger the pull.
What if the stone isn't in this world anymore?
Then it's as I suspected. Your father has opened up a doorway to the myth vortex. The amulet is of more use in the myth world. I assume the doorway is still open?
I don't know. Before we jump into anything, I think we should read up on a few more myths. Did you know there were like 40 different versions of the changeling myth? There's thousands of versions of the afterlife.
Really? This attention to study is most unlike you.
Well, you know, when you have the right instructor and right instruction, anybody's mind can expand.
Provided you have the right motivation.
Something like that.
MythQuest returns next Friday night at 8:30. And stay tuned for the Zach Files, right after It's a Mystery, next on the Disney Channel's Freaky Friday.